Welcome back to your mat. My name is Danielle, and today we have a 15-minute core practice. Let's begin by laying down on our back in the supine position. Remembering that our core is not only our muscles in our belly, but consists of the muscles of the back and the pelvis and the abdomen. Let's tune in to our breath. So close the eyes, let the legs stay bent with the feet about hips distance apart. Place the hands on the belly, take an inhale. Breathe out through the mouth. And when you feel settled, you can start your Ujjayi breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, starting to elongate the breath. And as you feel your exhalation, try to tighten the muscles around the belly, drawing them inwards. You can think of a corset sucking the muscles together. You can feel the back on the ground. And try to draw your ribs slightly in. Now we'll start with some pelvic tilting, anterior and posterior tilt, or cat and cow. Lie your hands on the ground. On the exhale, you can tuck the pelvis under. And then inhale, tip the pelvis forwards, creating a little arch in the back. Draw the belly in. As you exhale, the tailbone lifts up, and as you inhale, you create that little arch in your low back. Try to allow the movement to take place through the tightening of the muscles. The belly will expand on the inhale, and on the exhalation, you're cinching the muscles in. Just one or two more. Last one. Come back to a neutral pelvis. Stretch the left leg out. Bring the right knee into the chest. Interlace the fingers. Move the thigh bone to the outside of the rib cage. Take a nice big breath into the left thigh and breathe out. Exhale. Let's switch sides. Arms come over the head. Draw the belly in. Exhale, left knee into the chest. Move it out to the outside of the rib cage if that's available for you. Stretching into the psoas a little bit, the hips. We'll bring the knees to center. And stretch the left leg out once again. And lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bring the palms to face down. We want to try to keep the pelvis on the ground so you can feel your sacrum on the earth. And imagine you have a little crayon tip on your big toe. We're going to draw circles now. As you exhale, bring the leg out and around. And as you inhale, take the second half of your circle. So we're really focusing on the muscles here in the abdomen. Again, as you breathe out, cinch the muscles in. Tighten them up. Transverse abdominals. And you can take the circle a little bit larger. Just notice if you're going too fast, the body might start to have a little bit more movement. So we're trying to create this strength and support for the spine, balance in the whole body. Let's go the opposite direction. I like to do about 5 circles. Go with your breath. Really think of moving with your breath. As the inhale takes half a circle, and the exhale takes a half a circle. Come back to center, lower the leg down, slowly press the low back into the earth, and let's go to the second side. Left knee comes in, left foot points up. Start with the circles. My ribs tend to flare out, so draw them in. Draw the belly muscles in, and make those small circles. You can start off in either direction. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Tend to want to lift the right hip up and roll out to the left. So you can place your right hand on the hip point and hold it down so you can feel how the body wants to move. Let's go the opposite direction. Having a strong core will help support your back, your hips, will help with your posture. Great, now lower the leg down as you exhale. We'll bring both knees into the chest. This is one of my favorite poses to do, dead bug pose. So the knees will be at 90 degrees along with the shins, and you can just take the leg movement if it's too challenging to add the arms. Again, notice if your back is arching, we want to try to flatten down the space. So you can imagine you have a yoga strap under your back, and if you were to try to tug it, it wouldn't move. So really lengthen the low back. You can start with just adding the legs. So on the exhalation, drop the right foot, tap it down. Inhale, you rise up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. It's nice to have a morning practice focusing on the core. You can add the arm, so it's opposite arm, opposite leg. You really feel strong as you start your day. Breathing in and out. In and out. Breathe in and out. I know your belly might be a bit on fire right now, but it's good to create heat in the body. The muscles are starting to work. It's a good way to release toxins, creating heat, both mental and emotional, physical as well. Let's do 3 more on each side. So exhale as they come together. One more. Last one. Hug the knees in, relax the ankles, the knees, the hips. You can let the legs roll outwards a little bit, rock a little bit from left to right on the pelvis. And you can either roll to one side and push yourself up. If you're feeling a little energetic today, bring the hands behind the thighs and start to comfortably rock forwards and back a few times. Rocking on the spine, we'll come up onto hands and knees and onto all fours, getting ready for our downward facing dog. We'll stretch the belly out a little bit. So lift up into down dog. You're welcome to move the legs a little bit. And then you can lower down onto the knees and just come up into a gentle up dog. Let the pelvis drop down to stretch out the muscles there. Keep the arms strong. Watch the shoulders, move them away from the ears. Maybe take your head to the left side as if you're looking towards your tail. And over to the right side. And you can press back, downward facing dog. And then feel how the center of the body feels a little bit warm. Maybe it feels more stable or strong. And we'll start to go with the flow of the breath now. So lift the right leg back and up. Bring the knee towards the nose, draw the belly in, set the right foot down between the hands into low lunge. Lift the arms up and overhead. Give yourself a few breaths to stretch the left thigh. Now you can stay on the back knee for the next series if it's too intense. Otherwise, you'll be lifting the back leg off the ground. So left hand comes down, right arm reaches up. Now lift up off the back knee. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Turn your gaze up if that feels nice. 1 more breath in. So we're using the legs now, the glutes, the low back muscles. On the inhale, we're going to rise up into this twisted position. On the exhale, we're going to come to center into crescent lunge. On the inhale, we'll reach the left arm forwards, the right arm back. And on the exhalation, tap the left fingers down to the ground again. Strong legs. Inhale, rise up. You can gaze out to the right. Exhale, come to center. Take a big breath in. Left hand comes back down onto the ground. 1 more time. Inhale to the twist. Exhale to center. Inhale and pause. Exhale, left fingers tap down. So the right hand will come down now. Right foot will step back. And we'll come into a full plank pose. So watch the hips here. Notice if they're dropping down. We want to lift the hips as high as the sacrum. Press the feet down and together. Press the hands together. And imagine pulling the heart forwards like there's a string on the chest, drawing it forwards. You can press the hands and the feet towards each other. So I like to stay here for about 5 breaths. Drawing the belly up and in, the sides of the body in towards the center, and really using the legs. And we'll press back to down dog as you exhale. Take an inhale. Breathe out, exhale. We'll move on to the second side. Left foot back, left foot down between the hands for low lunge. Give yourself a few moments to let the body stretch and open. And prepare yourself. On the exhale, the right hand comes down and the left arm can reach up. Enjoy that twist. Turn a little bit more towards your left from the right side of the body. Draw the belly in. You can feel the obliques, transverse abdominals, the abdominals. Just picturing all those muscles, those six-pack muscles, and the muscles that wrap around you like a corset. Now prepare to lift off the back knee. Inhale, rise up for your twist. Wobbly, it might be okay. Exhale to center. Take a big breath in. Exhale, right arm reaches forwards and taps down. Inhale to rise back up. Exhale to center. Inhale to stretch. Right hand taps down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, center. Inhale, pause. Smile because you're done with that series. Release the hands down. Left foot back again for plank pose. Now the feet go a little bit wider for this variation as we're moving into side plank. Keep your feet right where they are and roll your heels to the left. So you come onto the big edge toe side of your big toe and the pinky toe edge side of your left foot. The left arm will stay down and the right arm rises up. Now you can stay here or you can move a little further into this series. Press your legs together and towards each other. Lift the left hip away from the floor. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the right arm under like you're scooping under the body and bring it back up. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Don't worry if you're shaking. Your muscles are warming up. Last one. Come back to center. We're going to go right to the second side. And let's roll. Right hand comes down. Roll the heels over to the right. Left arm rises up. Left arm comes down. Use the legs. Squeeze them. Exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. 2 more. You might notice one side is stronger, one side feels a little weaker or shaky, and you get to know your body, and you get to know your habits and patterns and see where you can shift off the mat. Left hand comes down, come back to plank pose, draw the belly in, lift the sitting bones up and back. Take a big breath, well done. Breathe out. 2 more breaths. And you can lower down into child's pose for a moment, just for 2 cycles of breath to release the arms. Breathing in and out. Let your eyes rest, your head rest. Feel your mind resting. Don't worry about your list of things for the day. Feel the strength that you're creating in your body. Stretch your arms back out in front of you. We'll come down onto forearms now. So forearm plank is another one of my favorites. You can bring the hands together. Press the thumbs to the pinkies together. Look at your elbows, keep them under your shoulders. Bring the knees underneath you. Stretch one leg out and then the other. Now, from this position, again, we want to think of there's a string at our chest, pulling the chest forwards. Press the elbows down and towards each other. Squeeze the legs. Press the elbows towards the feet and the feet towards the elbows. Now, let's breathe. 5 breaths. Bring the chin down. Use the legs. Keep drawing the belly up and in. Keep wrapping the muscles towards the midline of the body. Two more breaths. You got this. And don't worry, if it's too intense, you set a knee down, come back up, start again. Give yourself time to build time and strength and flexibility in these postures. Great. Release the knees down. Now, if you have more time, you can do that 2 or 3 more times. Come all the way down onto your belly. We'll come into crocodile pose. So take the feet nice and wide. Bring the hands under the forehead and breathe for 5 breaths. From here, you can bring your forehead down to the ground and your arms by your sides. Going to strengthen all of the muscles on the back body now into Shalabhasana. So forehead comes down to the mat. Arms come back beside you. Lift the heads of the arm bones up, engage the legs. And from here, start to lift the arms. That might be enough for you. Lift the legs if you can go farther, and lift the chin and the chest. Keep lifting the hands higher than the hips. Lift the inner thighs, stretch the toes back from the belly. Reach the arms back from the center of your being. All your strength that you're building in your body and your mind for your day. It's going to be a great day, my friends. One more breath. And exhale, release. Take your right ear or your left ear down to the mat. After one long exhalation, turn your head over on the opposite side and breathe out and relax. I accidentally muted my microphone, so this is a voiceover. Now prepare yourself to turn over onto your back. As you come onto your back, bring the knees into the chest. Taking a few hip circles here, move the knees away from each other. You can start off with small circles, move to larger ones. Really just let your body move the way it feels good. You may feel that the front and the back side of the body feels so good and supported right now. Take the knees a little wider and just rock again from one side to the other. Bring your feet back on the mat as we started. Take your feet nice and wide. Let the knees come together so that you can relax your legs. Bring your hands onto your belly. Think of a triangle. Fingertips to touch, thumbs to touch. The other 3 fingers just open nice and wide. Forearms resting on the sides of the belly, elbows on the ground, shoulders touching the mat, head back. Take a breath in and breathe out through your mouth. You are ready for your day. Rest here for a couple of moments. If you have a longer time frame, please click on the link above for a longer Shavasana. Relax your eyes. Relax all the muscles that feel heated. Remind yourself that you are prepared for your day. You are ready to face any challenges that come in your direction. Face the challenges with courage, love, and kindness. Let's roll to one side. Push yourself up. Let's bring our feet together into a cross-legged position. You can also kneel. I love to close the practice with my hands in front of my heart. Close the eyes. Take a few breaths. And remind yourself why you stepped on your mat this morning or today or this evening. Remind yourself of an intention that you can come back to over and over as you step off of your mat. I wish each and every one of you strength and courage, patience and love as you move through your day. Namaste. Thanks for practicing today. If you enjoyed this class, check out the other classes in the 15-minute series. And please show your love and press the subscribe button. I'll see you on the next class. Have a great day.